Schumer mouths off on Senate floor, so Trump sends him epic Father's Day gift by that conservative girl, Politics US News, formatworldnews.com. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer couldn't seem to keep his big mouth shut this week, going off on President Donald Trump from the Senate floor. In return, Trump had the perfect Father's Day gift for Schumer on Sunday. In a move likely to earn him a Nobel Peace Prize, President Donald Trump walked away from the historic Singapore summit last week with a deal that will ultimately denuclearize North Korea, stabilizing the war-torn Korean peninsula, and bringing global peace to America and her allies who were threatened by a rogue regime with nuclear capabilities. There simply is no logical way to spin the outcome of the Singapore summit as anything but a victory for America and her allies around the world. However, in true liberal fashion, the Democrats have categorically refused to give credit where credit is due. According to the Daily Mail from the Senate floor on Wednesday, Senator Chuck Schumer stated, now that the dust has settled after the Singapore summit, three things are clear. First, Chairman Kim achieved more than President Trump did. Look at the garbage that they're spewing against this country. Even if that were true, is that how you respect and demand respect for your country? Look at this. And all the liberal media, they were praising Kim Jong-un more than they were praising Trump. What an embarrassment to this country. These people literally hate our country and want to destroy it by bringing in the legals to destroy populism. That's what they want to do. I mean, it is sickening. So, first, Chairman Kim achieved more than President Trump did. Second, our adversaries, Russia and China, have gained, while our allies like South Korea and Japan have lost footing and some degree of faith in America's reliability. Where did he get that from? I have no idea. And third, the summit was much more show than substance. What the Texans call a all cattle, no hat. Don't quote the Texans, Schumer. Don't quote them because you have nothing to do with America. Okay? So, having had enough of Schumer's misguided insolence on the topic of North Korea, Trump fired back via Twitter on Sunday, ruining the Senate Minorities Leader's Father's Day with more common sense than any Democrat could possibly handle. Chuck Schumer said the summit was what the Texans call all cattle and no hat. Thank you, Chuck. Are you sure you got that right? No more nuclear testing or rockets flying all over the place, blew up launch sites, hostages already back, hero remains coming home, and much more. I mean, really? Like, do you see why they don't want Trump to tweet this? Because, yes, I read this yesterday, but at the same time, you need a refresher, to get it all in your head. But basically, that's the bottom line. Look what he has accomplished. Look, just in that tweet alone. Funny how the fake news, in a coordinated effort with each other, likes to say, I gave so much to North Korea because he met with the guy, with Kim Jong-un. That's because that's all they have to disparage. We got so much for peace in the world, and more is being added in finals. Even got our hostages remains. I mean, really? I mean, how much more, Chuck boy? No, that's why holding back the war games during the negotiations was my request because they are very expensive and set a bad light during a good faith negotiation. I totally agree with that. Also quite provocative. Can start up immediately if talks break down, which I hope will not happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Very well put. The denuclearization deal with North Korea is being praised and celebrated all over Asia. They are so happy. Over here in our country, some people would rather see this historic deal fail than give Trump a win, even if it does save potentially millions and millions of lives. Yeah, let's read because I was going to say that. Herein lies the dangerous truth about a Democratic Party collectively suffering from a bad case of Trump derangement syndrome. It's not only Trump derangement syndrome, they have a hatred for our country, for what America stands for. They have a hatred for it, and that is really what they don't want America to be America. They want it to be something like so out. You know what? They wanted it to be 100 times worse than what Germany and France is facing now. That's what they want America to be. But you know what? The patriots of this country are not going to allow it to happen. Come by hook or by crook, this is not going to happen in America. They would rather see nuclear war unfold than to give President Trump credit. Think about that for a moment. And they did an interview on the Gateway Pundit, I think it was 2 days ago or something. I read an article where they said that the liberals, the Democrats, like something like 71% would have preferred this deal like to end, like they would have preferred the opposite of what's taking place here. Do you see what I'm saying? In order to, because they didn't want Trump to gain that recognition, they would have preferred North Korea to continue on with their nuclear capabilities there. When faced with the choice between the destruction of the world as we know it or simply supporting Trump's talks with Kim Jong-un, they chose the destruction of the world, this from the so-called party of the people. That, I think that's what they're quoting from the Gateway Pundit. That's the article that I read. Exactly what they said. They chose the destruction of the world, and these are the party of the people, the so-called party of the people. Just not to give Trump that win. Why are they fighting this country tooth and nail? Tooth and nail. The Trump administration, the patriots of America, they're fighting it with every thread of their being. But you know what? Don't start quoting Schumer, the patriots, from Texas and things, because I think you're gonna have a rude awakening, Mr. Schumer. If you thought that you're a tough guy, not at all. Not at all, Chucky boy. You and you are a Soros-paid shill. You're making money to destroy this country. You're making money on the side, Chucky boy. And we're all hip to your garbage now. We're all hip to it. We're not talking about the 20% of the liberal idiots that follow you. Just like this other one that's advertising, this Crowley guy. He's running for something. I could care less. Where he's running a liberal idiot. I said, gee, if they think that this guy is going to win, and you know what the thing is, they have to have illegals come in, in order to win. They have no platform whatsoever, no platform at all. But I love that picture of Trump holding up. Too bad it wasn't a glass of scotch or something, or whiskey. It would have like just put the icing on the cake had it been a liquor. Can you just imagine what they would have said if Trump was a drinker, what they would have said? just absolutely crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.